Data Update. What is ADU, Annual Data Update? An electronic way for families to update each student's demographic, emergency contact, and medical information. BVSD requests all families to fill this out each year to ensure accurate data for each family. When should the ADU be completed? Each year when it is released, usually in spring or summer, before the next school year begins. Who should fill out the ADU? Parents or guardians in the student's primary household. Secondary household parents or guardians can update information directly with the school's registrar. One ADU is filled out for each household. All students are included. How do families fill out the ADU? The annual data update is located in BVSD's student data system, Infinite Campus within the parent portal. How long does ADU take to complete? If there are no changes to report, families will click Save on each page, and it will take less than a minute to complete. If families have changes to report, it may take between 5 to 10 minutes to complete. This video. The following video will walk you through how to fill out your household ADU. You can rewind, fast forward, or pause this video at any time in the process. This video is also available in Spanish if you would like to view it instead. Este video está disponible en español si prefiere seguir en español. Let's get started. In any browser, visit www.bvsd.org. This will view the home page. Hover over the chain link on the upper right-hand corner of the home screen and click on Infinite Campus Parent Portal. This will open up the Parent Portal login page. Families can also access the ADU on the Campus Parent mobile telephone application. Log in with your username and password. If you do not remember your username or your password, please go here and follow the prompts to get them reset. If you are a new user, here, you will need an activation key which is specific to your account. You may have received an email from your child's school with this activation key. Feel free to contact your child's school office staff to obtain it if you have not. BVSD's enrollment department can also help if the school is closed for summer break. Once you log into your account, on the left-hand side of the page, you will see a few options. Click on the last one labeled More. Now click on Annual Data Update, ADU, right here. A new page will open up with your household students highlighted in green. On this screen, you will click on Begin Registration. Now you'll select your language, English or Spanish. Click English. On this page, you'll type in your first and last name. It is your virtual signature confirming that this is your identity and that you have permission to complete it. After you have done so, please click Submit. On this page, it advises you to gather your necessary information before you begin. After you have read through this, please click on Begin. You will see 6 tabs across the top of this form. Each tab will have a few accordion-style gray sections down at the bottom that you will need to update before you can move on to the next tab. Each section will have a For More Information. Click on this link so that you can find particular questions or answers to particular questions that you might have about this section. Any field with a red asterisk, such as this one, is required. So the first tab is your student's primary household tab. Update your phone number and click Next. Now you'll update your home address. If your home address is no longer this one that is listed, you will be asked to upload a proof of new address into this field. Click on the For More Information here in red if you need to know which types of acceptable documentation that we can have you upload in this section. Most families can take a black or white picture on their smartphone of the requested documents and upload into this section, or of course you can scan it and upload it here as well. Documents must be a maximum of 5 megabytes And the naming convention should not include symbols, or else the ADU will not allow you to continue. If you have issues with the section, please upload a blank page to move the application along so that we can have you move forward with the application. You can then email your school's registrar and send them the correct documentation so that they may upload it for you. You can also send this information via email to the enrollment department if the schools are closed at the time. Once you have done so, or if your home address has not changed, please hit next, where you will then be directed to the mailing address section. You can insert your new mailing address section, such as a PO box or anything that's different than your current physical address here. Once you are done with these sections, you can hit save and continue. Now you are on the second tab. You can tell this by the color change on the tabs across the top. Each guardian's name will need to be reviewed and edited, and it's usually highlighted in yellow. Now I was in here earlier, so it's no longer yellow, but it will be yellow. Once you click on the name of a parent or guardian, you will see that each one will have a few gray sections for you to go in through. Just make sure you're editing any of these sections. It should be the same of what you had in there before, but if you'd like to make some changes, you can do so here. When you're done so, just click Next. Here, you'll notice a few red asterisks as well, so you'll want to put your email address here for that particular parent or guardian, and or if they have no email, click the no email box. Here, you'll want to select the language that you'd like us to communicate with you in, and that is for verbal and written communications for the school year. Once you're done with that, you can click Next. Of course, if you have questions, you can always click on this for more information on the link here. Click on Next. A couple more questions, one regarding migrant status, military status, things like that, volunteering status. Once you're all done with these, you want to click Next, save and continue. You'll repeat this for the next parent or guardian here. They will be highlighted in yellow. You'll click on it and it will go. Once you're done with the parent or guardian section, you want to click Save and Continue. You are now on the third tab, the Emergency Contact tab. An emergency contact person is an adult that does not live in your household. They will not live in your household, and they can be contacted in case of an emergency, in case the parents or guardians are not able to be reached at the time. An emergency contact person also can pick up the students from school with proper identification. You will click on the contact person here. We don't have any contact information for this test person, but you'll do so here. You'll fill out any contact information there. In this instance, since we don't have any emergency contact folks listed for this test person, it will ask me to add one. I will add just a quick information here. Of course, if you have any information, click on this for more information link there. I'll click Next. You'll want to fill this out as much as possible. Click by clicking Next. We can also verify that this person is in our system by putting the address is here. It does not have a red asterisk, so it is not required. Once I'm done, I'm going to hit Save and Continue. You can add as many folks on there as you would like that help you with your students. This can also be somebody that would be out of state. In some cases, if the parents cannot be reached, to be somebody out of state that could possibly call the parents and just let them know that this really is, an emergency, and try to get more folks to help out that way. But once you have added any more emergency contacts or reviewed them, you will click Save and Continue once that whole section is complete. If you would like to remove someone from your emergency contact list, just to go back a little bit, please write their name down. You're going to send an email to your child's school registrar and ask them to remove them from the list. Otherwise, you are not able to remove them via the ADU, but we can do so manually through the school's registrar. Once you are done, go ahead and click Save and Continue. The fourth tab is the Other Household tab. Now, this section is designed for you to enter any children that live in your household that are not current school-aged siblings. For example, you would enter a new baby or even a sibling that does not currently attend a BVSD school but maybe is of school age. Just remember that this is for children, not adults, that live in your household. That is not students, not parents or guardians, and not emergency contact. So that's going to be your other household members. Typically, if there's some listed on here, you will see them highlighted in yellow. In this case, we don't have anybody in there, but we can add one more person or one other household member for this person, our test person here. Again, you'll click on this for more information in case you have questions. You'll click Save and Continue when you are done. You can add as many as you need to there. Once you are done, you'll hit Save and Continue. Now you've reached the fifth tab. This is the Student tab. This tab may take a little longer than the rest depending on how many children are listed in your household. Two things to note about this section. One, please note that if you are filling this ADU out before August 1st, you will see students mentioned on there that may have just graduated from school this spring. Please edit or update the student to move the annual data update along, as it is a snapshot of your household's family on the date you are filling out the form. Now, our school year does not update itself in our system until August 1st, so it still will have the current school year listed on there along with your maybe graduated senior, but not to be alarmed. We know that they won't be students in the following school year, so don't be alarmed, just move it along. On the contrary, though, if you have recently enrolled a new student, such as a kindergartner, to begin attending school in the fall, and they are not listed on the list of students, please do not panic, as they will not appear until August 1st on this ADU. Because you recently enrolled a student, it is assumed that you have given us all of the information that was provided in the enrollment and that it is current. So there's no need to fill out an ADU for that student alone. If you have changes to this new student to report, please let your school's registrar know and they can make sure to update your information. Now back to the student section here. You're going to want to click on the highlighted area anywhere there on the yellow. The first section is demographics. We'll go through a few of these sections here since it's a little bit longer. This one is asking for a country of birth. Any country is fine on there. So here in this section, it doesn't have it for our test person here, but here in this section, you will fill out the student's grade level that will be for the fall. And then you'll click Next. You'll go on to race and ethnicity. Fill that out. Now, red asterisks are required, so I'm just clicking on anything here for our test person. Next, this is the relationships tab for each person that we've named. In this case, it's fairly easy since we have only one guardian mentioned on our test person, but you will fill out, hey, this is a guardian, we'd like to mail things, we'd like them access to the portal, we'd like for them to receive messenger updates, which are the mass emails that we send out from the district or from the school, either way. So you want to fill all that stuff out. Again, if you have more information, click on this link here. We're going to click Next. Your emergency contact, we just added this emergency contact, could be anything. So we'll just put emergency contact, maybe it's the neighbor. You'll click on Next there. Now we put in a test person for our other household member. Maybe that's a new baby. So we'll just put sibling in this instance for this test person. Otherwise, if you have questions, you click on that for more information link there. The next three sections are the health services sections. You will enter any emergency information, medical and mental health conditions that the school needs to know about your student and medications that they may take. You can review any previous health conditions in this area. Our test person will not have any previous conditions here, but you will then mark if this condition is updated or not accordingly. Once you're done, hit Next. Next section, you will be able to see current medications that may have here. Our test person does have one medication. You'll say medication is current or medication is not current, or add any additional medications that the student may take, or press no medications here. Down here is something that's a little bit new. You will review what is currently in our system for your student in terms of vaccines. You can review that here, and our test person doesn't have it here, but right along this area here, you will have the option to upload your current immunization records for your child, for this particular child, right on here. So as with any uploading in our system, make sure that the document is no bigger than 5 MB and does not have any symbols in the naming convention, or else the ADU will not let you proceed on here. So most families can just take a black and white photo of the document and upload it right on there, or of course you can use a scanner as well. If you have any issues with this section, please upload a blank page to move the ADU along, and notify your health clerk of your school, student school, or the enrollment department of the documentation with the true documentation, and we can upload it for you at that time. When you are complete, you hit next. The next 3 sections are relating to release agreements. You are encouraged to read through each section and click on any entries with asterisks as they are required. So you will click next here. Our test person has a few checked items already, so you want to check those. You'll review each one of these hyperlinked code of conduct, just different agreements that we have. What you are checking off is that you have read and understood, not necessarily that you are agreeing to them, but that you have read and understood each section. The last section is very similar. You will check off that you understand each policy. If your school is a one-to-web school, you might want to check that out, and check out what the program is and what the agreement is. Once you have done so, you want to just use your signature here at the bottom as clearly as you can by pressing down on the mouse button. Once you are done, you'll hit save and continue. This will return to the original page with the students listed here. So if you have more than one student, just our test person just has one, more than one student, they will be highlighted in yellow in this area. You'll click on the yellow of any student and repeat the same process for each one of them. Once you have no students in yellow, then you are able to hit save and continue and move on to the next section. You're almost complete here. This is the completed tab here. You'll be able to print a summary right in this section here of what you would like to print out, of a summary of what you've just provided for us. So you can certainly print that out, save it in your documents if you would like, or you have the option to not print it as well. You are not done though until you hit the big red submit button, which is located here. Once you hit that, it will ask you if you'd like to confirm that you are submitting, you'll hit yes, and then you will be done. So what happens next? You are wondering. Your student's registrar will contact you to clarify any information that may be unclear, any documents that need to be resent, things like that. Your registrar will also be the person to manually make any changes in your student's data throughout the school year if something should change, any phone numbers, emergency contacts, things like that. Otherwise, BBSD thanks you for watching this tutorial and for completing your household's annual data update. Thank you.